Welcome to Map Your Mind. Travel through the world with your brain. Beneath the deserts and mountains of the Middle East lies a land older than legend. A place where kings carved their names into stone and poets etched their verses into eternity. This is not just a country. This is a cradle of empires. This is Iran. Ancient, majestic, unbreakable, where civilization took root long before borders. Before the word Iran was ever whispered, the plateau was alive with ancient brilliance. As early as 7000 BCE, settlers flourished in the Zagros Mountains, taming crops and dreams alike. By 3000 BCE, Elamites had built cities, temples, and trade routes that rivaled Mesopotamia. But Iran's star blazed brightest with the rise of the Achaemenid Empire, the empire that touched the sky. In 550 BCE, Cyrus the Great rose from the rugged lands of Persia and forged the first superpower in world history. The Achaemenid Empire stretched from the Indus River to the Aegean Sea. It was vast. Yes, but more than that, it was visionary. Cyrus introduced a new idea of tolerance. He allowed conquered peoples to keep their gods, their languages, their customs. He freed the Jews from Babylonian exile. His Cyrus Cylinder is now seen by many as the world's first declaration of human rights. His successors, Darius and Xerxes, built Persepolis, a city of pillars and flame where the world bowed before Persian greatness. Their rule stitched together cultures with roads, satraps, and a courier system so fast. It birthed the phrase, neither snow nor rain nor gloom of night, but no empire stands forever. Invasions, glory, and golden ages, the Achaemenids fell to Alexander the Great in 330 BCE. The land fractured but never faded. From the ashes rose the Parthians, masters of horseback warfare who resisted Roman expansion for centuries. Then came the Sassanids, who revived Persian power and made Zoroastrianism the state faith, erecting fire temples that blazed across the realm. The Sassanid Empire stood tall until 651 CE, when Arab forces brought Islam to Persia. Yet instead of fading, Persian culture shaped the Islamic Golden Age. Persians became scholars, architects, astronomers, and philosophers. Ferdowsi wrote Shahnameh, the Persian epic that preserved pre-Islamic history in 60,000 rhyming couplets. Rumi spun spiritual poetry that still touches hearts across continents. And cities like Isfahan and Shiraz blossomed with turquoise domes and poetry-soaked air. The rise of dynasties. The medieval period saw Iran ruled by waves of dynasties, some foreign, some homegrown. The Seljuks made Persia the heart of the Islamic world. Then came the Mongols, who burned cities, but whose successors, the Ilkhanids, embraced Persian culture and rebuilt what had been destroyed. In the 16th century, the Safavid dynasty rose and gave Iran something new, a Shia Muslim identity. Distinct from the Sunni Ottoman Empire to the west, the Safavids made Shia Islam the state religion, shaping Iran's spiritual and political path forever. They built mosques that shimmered like sapphire, and cities like Isfahan, described as half the world. Modern turbulence from Shahs to revolution. In the 19th century, Iran, then called Persia, struggled under pressure from European empires. Britain and Russia sliced influence across its map. Oil was discovered in 1908, and with it came foreign interference. In 1925, Reza Shah Pahlavi seized power, modernized the country, and renamed it Iran in 1935. His son, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, continued reforms but ruled with an iron grip. Then, in 1979, everything changed. Fueled by economic injustice, political repression, and spiritual fervor, the Iranian Revolution swept through the streets. Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini returned from exile and declared the birth of the Islamic Republic of Iran. It was the first modern theocracy of its kind, combining clerical rule with national identity. Since then, Iran's story has been one of contradictions, of hope and hardship, of resistance and resilience, a country of many faces. Today, Iran is often seen through the narrow lens of geopolitics, but to truly understand it, look deeper. It's the Bazaar of Tabriz, where merchants bargain beneath ancient ceilings. The carpets of Kashan, hand-woven with stories passed down through generations. It's Nowruz, the Persian New Year, celebrated on the spring equinox with fire, water, and song. It's a people who dance in private and pray in public, who whisper verses by Hafez beside dried fountains, who carry thousands of years in their blood and build futures beneath the weight of sanctions and sorrow. Fun fact, Iran is home to one of the world's oldest wine-powered cooling systems, badgers, or wind catchers, and ancient Persian architectural innovation that predates air conditioning by over a millennium. So the next time you hear the word Iran, don't just think of news headlines or policy debates. Think of Persepolis, still standing against the sun. Think of the poetry, still memorized by children. Think of the courage of a people who have survived the rise and fall of empires and are still here, still speaking. still dreaming, still shaping the world in ways both seen and unseen. This is Iran. Which chapter of Iran's story surprised you the most? Let us know here on Map Your Mind.